So a very warm welcome to one and all present here. So I'm Kavya here to introduce you to our team and to our problem statement. So our a team of four. We have Ranjit, Dinesh Ravan, Aditya and myself Kavya and the team. The problem statement given to us was to share the load to grow your food, for which we came up with a model which does more than one agricultural process simultaneously in order to make farming more efficient as well as farmer friendly. Now, here comes Ranjit to explain you about our inspiration of the project.
Hello everyone. We took inspiration as Iron Man. We all know Iron Man is a member of the Avengers group, Avengers team, and Iron Man was our inspiration because he uses the technology in a very brilliant way. He has his own arc reactor which powers his suit, and also all kind of robotic stuff that he has. So we were more inspired by him and the way he uses the technology to defeat evil around us. So our inspiration was Iron Man.
This is our about our prototype phase.
Do you have a sound also? We can't hear you.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. We have a music, ma'am, but I don't know what happened. It's not coming.
It's just the music, right? So maybe you can
Yes, ma'am, only
take
the
the
music.
opportunity and explain about it.
Yes, ma'am. I'll
Yes,
be
ma'am.
explaining you about the L1 prototype, which is all in the video. So for the L1 prototype, as I said, we came up with a model which does more than one agriculture process. That is plowing, sowing and irrigating simultaneously, for which we formulated a device which runs with the help of a motor, and it has spikes on the wheels which help in plowing, and at the top we have two containers, one filled with water and the other with seeds, and both the containers have separate outlets for the seeds and water to come out. So on moving, the spikes on the wheels will help in plowing the land, and after which the seeds and water will be coming out of the outlets, and it will be irrigating and sowing the land. With the help of this, we are able to make farming more efficient, more profitable and less time consuming. Now here comes Ranjit to explain you about the modifications in the L1 prototype as well as about the L2 prototype.
So we thought our L1 prototype has to be modified a lot. So we tried to remove the spikes on the wheel, and also we have made some changes on the wheels and also in the containers. So the L2 prototype is that it consists of a chassis. On the four corners of the chassis, we'll be using a heavy duty wheel. We are using heavy duty wheel so that the wheel should not be affected by the land on which it is being working. And also you can Aditya, can you please move to the next slide? Aditya? Yes.
Yes, this one.
I hope you can see that blue wheel on the bottom of the chassis. So that wheel is the thread type wheel which will be plowing the land. So the working is that the thread type will be placed at the center portion in the bottom of the chassis. So when the vehicle is moving, the thread type wheel will be plowing the land simultaneously. Also, we'll be placing two containers on the top of the chassis. The containers, one container will be filled with water and another container will be filled with seeds. So the outlet of the containers will be placed at the bottom of the chassis. Aditya, can you please move to the next slide? Yes. So the outlet will be extended downwards towards the bottom of the chassis. So the working is that while the vehicle is being moving forward, the thread type heavy duty wheel will be plowing the field, and also simultaneously the water and the seeds will be sowed directly into the land. So this will make the work of the farmer more easy. So we tried to automate this whole project using Arduino Uno. And yes, also we thought we should be making some ways for the robot to be turning. So we'll be placing obstacle at the end of the land. For every land, we'll be placing obstacle, and the IR sensor, which will be placing on the robot, will detect the obstacle and take a U-turn. So the working is that when the vehicle reaches the end of the land, the IR sensor will detect the obstacle which it will be facing, and it will take a U-turn, moving in the opposite direction while it was moving forward. So like this, the process will be continuing again and again until the farmer switches off the robot. So I hope you can understand the L2 prototype. So I will be so I welcome Dinesh Ravan to explain the marketing strategy. Thank you.
I am Dinesh Ravan and I am going to explain about the marketing strategy. Our marketing strategy is similar to that of word of mouth strategy. We have some plans to create 10 prototypes and sell them to farmers. Then after some time we would ask their opinion on the product. After that, we will incorporate the solutions that and the feedback that they gave to us. Then also we have some plans to provide some discounts at the initial stage, and after the popularity increases, you will increase the price. Also, this would help farmers and us also. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. That's all about the marketing strategy. Now I welcome Aditya to talk about the cost and the uniqueness of the product.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the cost and the uniqueness of the product. My name is Aditya and I will be explaining this. So first of all, let me tell you about the uniqueness of this product. It's very remarkable because we were searching about these types of similar products and ideas that are relevant or similar to our prototype, but we actually couldn't find any of them. We searched in articles, websites, theory pages for similar ideas, but there was none. So we can actually confirm that according to our team, our prototype is very unique and innovative. And for the cost, I'm going to have to change the to the Word document. So I hope you can wait for a few seconds. And yes, this is the total cost for the final prototype, and this is a quite small prototype. So we searched around the web for similar parts. So first, the chassis. It takes 490 rupees for small sized chassis. Arduino Uno, which is you could say the brain of the prototype, 345 rupees, and four big wheels for the prototype cost 350 rupees. The plowing wheel, which is actually really hard to find, we had to find a really small and a basic one. It costs 349 rupees. And the containers cost approximately 200 to 340. It depends on the size of it. And the IR proximity sensor costs 35 rupees. So in total, it costs 1,869 rupees for this small prototype. Okay, so we have our experience video for that. If you're willing to watch this, should I put this?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I am Aditya S from grade 9 studying in Sriniketan Pathasala, West Ambram.
Hi, I am Dinesh Ravan of grade 11 of studying in Sriniketan Pathasala.
Hey all, I'm Kaveshri from grade 11.
My name is Jay Sudan. I'm in class 11.
And yes, and before we finish this, I would like to end this with a small quote. With great power comes great responsibility, and that power belongs to the farmers. So, and with this power, they have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders. So, as a team, we like to be their support for them. So that's why we created this prototype. And thank you very much for joining us. I would like to thank our coach Divya ma'am for this, our SPOC ma'am, and my members for helping us in this project.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now you can. Thank you. It was wonderful. You can now stop sharing so that we can begin the question answer session. It was a wonderful presentation, guys. As always, you rock. Now I request all our panel members
Thank you very much, ma'am.
to initiate, the discussion.
Well, I think mind benders, right? Very good. I like the presentation which you have taken me through and all of us. So I just wanted to ask you, what I was not clear about is what problem you wanted to solve. I see that your inspiration is Iron Man, where you wanted to make it more controlled devices, which was very good. But what was the problem that you were trying to solve was not clear to me. Can you help me with what problem you were trying to solve?
So the problem was that we wanted to make farming more efficient, so that we formulated something which does more than one thing at the same time.
Okay,
In order to
so it's a
save
very
time.
it's a very generic one. So you want to have more effectiveness in farming.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and why did you choose this particular problem? Where sowing of seeds, right? You selected that.
Yes, sir.
Why did you select that? I'm sure you have thought through, right? You would have seen some difficulty for people to do it.
Yes, sir. I can explain it, sir.
Please go ahead.
The main reason we choose this because agriculture is a very very important thing in this world. So in order to survive, we need farmers to help us in agriculture. So, and we researched of lot of things in Google, and we learned that it takes more time to just ready the field, sow the seeds, and it takes a lot of time. So
True.
if we reduce that, we can actually increase the productivity of this agriculture.
Okay.
So that's
Very
why
good.
we decided to choose this.
Well said that. I think I would actually start with that because anytime innovation is an outcome of problem solving. So first if you say the problem, then people will be very happy with the solution that you brought in.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
And also, sir, on research which we did, we found that it takes 2 months or a year in order to make a farm for farming, which is very good for farming. So for which we came up with this model. That is the main reason for which we came up with this model.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. So mind blenders. It was quite interesting to see the concept which is coming out from all of you. Firstly, I would like to say that nice concept, great design for your L1 and L2 prototype. Most important thing, as Mr. Tito mentioned, that India is an agriculture-driven country. So promoting something out of it is definitely it's lot worthy and coinciding with all the latest technologies and enhancement. It really adds value to it. But I would like to just add on to the question what Mr. Tito mentioned about principally about your vision. Like if you understood the problem very well, what exactly was it? Most important thing is what drawbacks do you find in this particular concept what you have proposed today? What were the drawbacks what you observed while working on it?
Sir, can I explain, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So at first, during the L1 prototype, we faced the drawbacks of keeping spikes on the wheels. So first, the idea was to keep spikes on the wheel so that when the vehicle is moving, the spikes would be plowing the land. But later, we found that the spikes will not be working properly because of the different types of land will be working, and also sometimes the mud will get stuck with the wheels. So we thought it wouldn't be a very good idea. So later we came up with the idea of keeping a thread type wheel at the center portion of the chassis. So this will be plowing the land along the center portion, and also the water and the seeds will be stored directly. So this helped overcome a drawback which we faced before.
Okay. Actually, this leads to my connecting second question, or rather query, I would say, is like even in your presentation, you guys mentioned that you guys have done a lot of research, and I could see that, you guys have really given heart and soul for this particular PPT. You guys have researched that as of now, none of the companies or none of the manufacturers have developed such kind of prototype or such kind of vehicle on ground for agricultural farming and plowing for this thing. Have you guys ever thought actually what would have been the reason why they haven't thought about it when such pioneers and leaders are already existing in this market?
Yes, sir. Actually, I thought about that too many times because it still was a simple but innovative idea. So I thought this could be a basic one for usual entrepreneurs, but and then I thought that some of the reasons would be like the cost because of the more components in the prototype. Because if I showed the small prototype, it cost like thousand rupees for this, but in the result, as like the final prototype, it would be even bigger and more compatible for more works. So I believe that more farmers couldn't afford it, like tractors or something like that. So that might be the one of the biggest drawbacks, that no one had to design this idea.
So just keep that in mind, because cost analysis also equally have to be done. This is the reason why somebody would have not designed. But Aditya, I would like to mention that on your conclusion, you mentioned about Superman, that Spider-Man, that with great power comes great responsibility. I would also like to add on to the Mindbenders team, with great responsibility comes great wisdom. So keep that in mind. And what you guys have thought is very innovative, very well thought about, and especially your design L1, L2. Keep this rolling. Don't get stuck, or don't stop it over here. Keep this thing rolling and make it happen someday. Yeah. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. But before leaving, I just wanted to know, we have Professor Satya also with us. So, were you able to see the presentation? Do you have any questions?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. A couple of questions to the team. Fantastic initiative here.
I think your voice is breaking.
That I had in my mind, but I could not. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you guys are actually in what, standard 11 right now? Is that what's your current?
Yes, sir.
level?
Yes, sir.
I'm in 9th standard. Others are seniors for me, 11th.
Yeah. So another one is can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So you have seen mechanized plowing happen, haven't you, before? What have you seen? Have you seen can you
I think there's some audio issue, Professor Satya.
right? Yeah, I think it just keeps happening, as you can see as well.
Okay.
Connectivity is pretty bad today, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. My question was, have you seen mechanized ploughing in agriculture before? The team?
Yes, sir. Like kind of the harvesters and tractors which has a rollers behind it. Yes, sir.
No, specifically ploughing, not harvesting. Don't mix up things.
Yes, sir.
You're trying to do ploughing, correct? So have you seen mechanized ploughers?
So we have seen one where a person is pulling a wheel and the seeds will be they'll be like line by line they will be plowed along the sand along the land. Sir.
Yeah. Question is, hello.
Yes. Professor Satya, actually we have, the time is already there. If we are not able to hear you properly, I think.
Maybe Professor Satya can address this on conversation, his questions and queries.
Maybe on chat you can mention. Yeah. And meanwhile, I also request Miss Manisha, if you have any inputs to do, because already our next team is lined up and they are also excited. So we would still like to hear. Your inputs are valuable for our...
Yeah. So hello, so Mindbenders team, great, interesting idea. Just wanting to understand one thing. Did you get a chance to speak to any farmers or did you get any inputs from any of the farmers and what were their views?
So we couldn't actually get any contact from the farmers. We had to actually rely on websites. So we searched about time differences that it takes for normal agriculture, and we try to calculate how much time would be reduced with our prototype.
So what do you think would
Ma'am,
be
and also
a reduction of time or the cost which is involved in sowing? What, according to you, would be the net gain for the farmer?
ma'am, I think the cost would be the main reason. But also, I would like to add to your previous question, ma'am. We were due to this current situation, we were not able to contact any farmers or have a real connection with them. But we have searched in Quora and the farmers who have been part of the Quora website. They have answered our questions which we have asked, ma'am. Like what difficulties do farmers normally face and kind of questions like that.
Okay, it's fine. Great, interesting idea. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And just we have got the question from Professor Satya also. Did you do any calculations on the scale of the machine, like the depth of the plow needed, etc., to design the prototype? And considering that, how do you think the cost of product might scale?
Actually, we didn't. While making the prototype, we didn't really go out on the designs. It was like almost a rough idea to create this prototype. So we thought that we could actually construct it on the correct correct calculations in when we actually create the original prototype for that.
All right. Okay. Great. So I hope panel members, you are satisfied with the answers now, and just to keep up the time, I request all the panel members and all the participants to just switch on their camera so that we'll have a quick photograph together. Yes. Yes. I request Professor Satya also to switch on their camera if he's there. And so I request you all to say Kinderspark, Kinderspark.
Kinderspark.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, team. As we said that we are really proud of you, and don't forget to join tomorrow's sessions. You guys have done a wonderful job, and tomorrow is the time to celebrate. So see you all tomorrow from 11 to 12, and now you may sign off so that we can.
Good job, team Mindbenders. Good job.
Yes.
Great job. Thank you all, sir.
Great job.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.